Estimating truss score is easy when you follow our tips video. We'll show you how to properly size your project and estimate how many panels and trim pieces you will need. Whether you're a DIYer looking to renovate a garage or a contractor working on a commercial project, the method is the same. Before you start estimating material for your project, you'll first want to finalize the design of your space. Think about the colors you want to use and the orientation of your panels. The possibilities are endless. Select the area. Start by selecting a single wall or ceiling within your room. Note that you should calculate each wall and ceiling surface separately. It's best to divide the wall area into sections to make estimating easier. For example, if you want to use different colors of wall and ceiling board, such as white and gray, it's best to calculate these areas as separate sections. Think of it as breaking down each wall into smaller shapes. Panel orientation. Next, determine the orientation of the wall and ceiling board panels. For walls, this can be either vertical or horizontal. Note that for ceilings, it's recommended to install the panels perpendicular to the joists. Exclude large openings. Any large openings that do not need to be covered, such as garage doors and man doors, should not be measured and therefore excluded from your material estimate. Divide the space around these large openings into sections and measure each one separately. For smaller openings that are less than 6 square feet, we recommend not excluding them from the material estimate. Simply measure the area as if the small opening was not there, and cut the panels to fit around these openings. Determine the number of panels per section. Next, take the measurement that is perpendicular to the direction you'll be installing your panels, and divide it by the width of the panel. Wall and ceiling board panels are 16 inches wide. This will determine the number of panel rows required for each section. If you're installing vertically, measure the wall from one side of the section to the other. If you're installing horizontally, measure the section from top to bottom. Here's a pro tip. When taking the perpendicular measurement, convert it to inches to make the division easier. For example, 20 feet is 240 inches, 20 times 12. 240 inches divided by 16, the width of a wall and ceiling board panel, equals 15. So 15 wall and ceiling board panels are needed. Determine the panel length. Now, using the measurement that is parallel to the direction you'll be installing your panels, determine the length of the panel required. Wall and ceiling board comes in 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 20-foot lengths. Therefore, if your measurement is longer than the maximum length available from Trusscore or at your retailer, you will need to use an H-channel snap-in trim to transition between panel lengths. Here's another pro tip. Always round up to the next board length. For example, if your wall height is 9 feet, use a 10-foot panel. If you require 2 panels to cover the length of your surface, this equates to 2 sections. For example, a 24-foot length would require 2 12-foot panels, separated by an H-channel snap-in trim. Alternatively, you could separate the area into 3 sections, which would require 3 8-foot panels separated by 2 H-channel snap-in trim pieces. Determine the total number of panels. Add together the number of panels per section to calculate the total number of panels required to cover the entire room. It's best to group totals by panel length and color to get your final total number of panels. For example, add up all the section totals of 8-foot white panels, then 8-foot gray panels, and so on, for every wall in the room to get your final total number of each panel length and color. Estimating trim. Now that you know the number of panels required for your project, the last step is to determine which trim you want to use on each side, top, and bottom, the perimeter of the area you are covering. For the purposes of this video, we have chosen to use J trim for the perimeter of all walls and window and door openings. J-trim can be used for the top and bottom of walls, window and door perimeters, and inside corners. For more information on our trim options, visit trusscore.com/trims. Measure the perimeter of each wall in the room to calculate the length of trim required. You should also include any openings, such as doors or windows, in your calculation that will require trim around its perimeter. Also, don't forget to include any H-channel snap-in trim used to transition panel lengths. Following these steps will ensure you have enough material to finish your project, regardless of the size, with minimal waste. Thanks for watching this video on how to estimate Trusscore wall and ceiling board. For more helpful installation tips, videos, and guides, visit trusscore.com/install.